talking with Kara Lawler about her book, Everywhere Holy. And, Kara, I want to talk, obviously, you're very transparent in your book and the journey that you've been on with your family and those kinds of things. And we had this little thing that we kind of have jokingly taken on in our What's Your Story channel about the your 510 story. So 0510 is my anniversary. And this segment / topic has come into being only because of the bizarre journeys of developing this channel. So after many, many years of marriage now, what are you on, 16, 17? What are you at now?
We're going to be 18 this summer.
18. Congratulations to you. That's absolutely
awesome.
You. So speak a little bit about, the one or two principles, some of which I know land in your book, but things that you think are just crucial to the nature of the success of your partnership and the journey with your husband.
That is a great question. I think in the chapter where I talk about this beating heart, I talk about some of the things some of the principles that have really guided me in my own marriage. Mike and I will be married 18 years this June. My daughter said to me one morning, "Mama, God gave us our hearts to love people." And I remember thinking, oh, it's really astute observation and how true. And I think that it's the realization for me at least that, God has given my heart to love the people that I am with. I've been married and with Mike now. This is actually our 25th year together. It'll be 25 years this April that we've been together in this relationship. And now we have these two children and this life that we've created. And in this chapter 8, I talk a lot about how, of course, marriage, I'm a firm believer that it's not always easy. People are sometimes hesitant to acknowledge that or understand that. But I think sometimes it is easy. Sometimes it's really easy. Sometimes it needs a little work. It's like anything else. If we don't put the work in, if we don't continue reading, we won't be great readers. If we don't continue playing the piano, we'll lose our ability to play a piano. Sure, we can jump back on and bang out a few chords. But that kind of ability to really stay engaged, I think sometimes takes work, particularly at various stages with small babies, with children, with a life kind of unfurled all over the place. And for me, at super difficult times in our marriage, which there have been some, I think it was just the commitment to take one step toward one another instead of one step away. And sometimes that one step, really just looks like, I talk about in the book, like we were in a really hard time in our marriage, and the one step forward that particular day was just making him a pot of coffee because I knew he was cold. He had been working outside. He was tired, and the step away could have been, well, I'm not making him coffee. I'm upset with him. I'm not doing that for him. But instead it was, I'm going to make this pot of coffee. And these small steps, and sometimes it's a very small step, but just this small step toward one another consistently has made all the difference for me. And the not walking away, or not allowing myself to turn my back. And the same goes for him. These small steps that he's made at different times. I mean, certainly the struggle that I have been through with depression and anxiety was not easy on him at all. And it was just that continuous step forward.
Absolutely. Folks, you've heard me talk about it, right? I always go back to the Bible. The Bible says selfishness. If you can be selfless, your marriage is going to go a whole lot smoother. You're constantly working on how can I serve? How can I serve? How can I serve? And it starts with your spouse, too. So there's our Marriage 510 story with Kara Lawler. So get your copy of the book, folks. Everywhere Holy is just fantastic. Just fantastic. And Chapter 8 is definitely a part of that journey that you're going to really be touched by.